platform, from the email, how to set up your exhibitor profile, and also how to navigate through. So I'll just share my screen with you all. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. So you should have already received your welcome email. If you haven't already received it, then obviously do get in touch and we can resend you those credentials to log in. There's a bit of information about what to do, your login details, which will be the email used to register with, as well as your badge ID. And you can then click on the link here, which will take you through to your profile. The first thing you need to do is enter the email address you used to register with, as well as your registration ID. Usually this will pre-fill for you, but if it doesn't, just take the information from here and add it into the fields. You can then hit claim account and type in a password, which will be used going forward to log in. Once you first log in, you'll be prompted to see if you want to connect your profile to either Facebook or LinkedIn. This is completely optional for you to do, but what it does, it gives your profile picture in here. It fills that for you so you don't have to upload one manually. If you prefer to do it manually, that's absolutely fine, but this is just an option. No other details are shared between Facebook or LinkedIn to your profile or the other way around. It simply just pulls in your picture. If you don't want to do this, you can just press next and it will skip to the next step. You'll then go through to complete your profile, and this is important for a couple of reasons. First one, it fills your profile with some information about you, why you're attending the event, and more about your company. It also feeds into our AI matchmaking system, which generates smart recommendations of other users who hopefully you'll want to connect with, network with, and potentially meet at the event. So each one of these, if they're not already pre-filled for you, you can click into them and add in the options that are suitable. You can add in as many as you like, and for ones where you can add in a text, just type in the details and press add. It's important you do this when you log in, and you can also, if you miss this step or already missed it, you can go through to your profile and update this at any time. Next step is your contact details. So this is just how you're going to have your contact details shown within the platform. If you want them to be visible to everyone, you can change them to public. If you prefer these to just be shown to people who you've actually connected with, you can select connections only. Or if you want them to be hidden completely, you can select both.
Wilson, can you just mute your mic because there's a little bit of feedback coming through your speakers, I think.
Sorry?
Can you just mute your mic if you just for one Cody's presenting? And any questions, just shout.
Cool. Once you're happy with how you've got your profile details started, you can click next. And then you might see this as the next screen. So all this means is creating your team. So your team portal is where you and any other representatives from your company will be shown. You can enter a team name if there isn't one already filled in for you. And all this will do, it will create the Teams portal for you to enter straight away. If you have missed this step, you can click into Teams in this top right corner, and that will take you straight through to do exactly the same step as here. Alternatively, if someone from your company is already logged in, this step might not be visible for you. So head straight over to the Teams section when you log in and request to join that team. And this is where all of your company profile will sit. So if you want to update or make any changes to your company profile, view any inbound leads, it's really important to set up this page here. And we'll go into the Teams portal completely during this demo as well. And finally, consent to intelligent matchmaking, which just means that we are going to be generating smart recommendations for you. And that's how simple setting up your profile initially is. Once you hit start networking, you'll be able to see the lovely home feed we've got here and some navigation items on the left. But what is good to do when you first log in is just go to your personal profile, make sure your details are up to date. You'll be able to see here you've got your first name, last name, and headline. You've also got the area where your profile picture will be. This is the snapshot of what anyone will see when they're viewing your profile in a list. So make sure that this is up to date and it's relevant to you. Your headline can be what you choose. It might be your job title, company name, or you can add more of a tagline similar to what you might have on LinkedIn. It's completely up to you how you fill that in. You've also got all of the same onboarding questions that you had, so you can go in and make changes to this. And you can also fill in your job title, company, and location here. And this just really gives your profile a bit more information. So if I click now view profile, you'll be able to see what my profile looks like. You'll be able to see the exhibitor company that I'm linked to. So the more information you have on here, the better. I know you're probably also interested in how you set up your exhibitor profile, and I'll go into that towards the later half of the demo because it will make a lot more sense once you understand the full functionalities of the platform. Back to your personal profile, a couple of last things that are important to do. Manage your availability. Here is just where you can block off times where you're not going to be available for any meeting requests. So you can request virtual meetings for next week, and then you'll be able to request in-person meetings for the week following. So here you can mark off time slots completely where you are going to be busy. So I might be busy from available from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. However, on Tuesday, I might actually be busy between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. If I save these changes, it will adjust, and any meeting requests that are sent to me will not be sent outside of these hours or between the times that I've blocked as busy. And that just means if anyone sends me a meeting request, I won't need to then reach out to them and ask them to reschedule to a better time. At any point, if you decide to, you can reset your availability completely, and you can also make further edits across the event. You're also able to change your email, password, manage your notifications here, and just read more about the platform in general. Any questions so far on the profile area?
No, I'm good on this one.
Has everybody logged in and had a look around their profiles already?
Yeah, I have. I pretty much did. I pretty much done everything Jody's just shown just now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great to hear. Cool. So I'll head to the homepage now and just take you through the general navigation through here, also some of the key areas that you'll want to see. So I spoke about smart recommendations before, and this is going to be a list of users who are attending the event, who, based on my profile information so far to begin with, they are going to be the ones that I'm most likely wanting to connect with. The visitors have only just had access to the platform, so some of their profiles won't be fully completed yet, and that will happen when they start to log in. But you'll be able to click into their profiles, see their headline, which is really useful. It has information about their job title and their company. And if you want to click in further to them, you can do once they've got some more information on there. However, the 3 actions you can take from this list is 1, show interest, and you can add in a message with this to let them know why you're interested in connecting if you want to. And this just lets them know that actually you're really interested in connecting with them. You're not requesting a meeting at this point, but if you connect, you'll be able to chat with them at any time, and you might want to request a meeting at a later date. Second option, request a meeting. You can see here we've got the invitee's name. If you want to add someone else from your team into this meeting and they're also registered for the event, you can add on here, search for their name and add them into this meeting. You can select the date. So bear in mind that these dates will be virtual meetings and these will be in person. If I select a date for next week, you'll see I'll automatically be given a virtual meeting room location. However, if I select a date for next week, it will automatically assign the location to your booth. So again, an important thing to know here is remember which dates are going to be the virtual and in person. And if you select down and see that your booth is the incorrect name, do just let us know, let the team know, and we'll be able to check that and make sure it is up to date for you. Again, you can add in a personal message with these meeting requests. The chances of that meeting then being accepted is a lot higher. These meeting requests will be sent through to the individual's emails as well, along with this personal message. So if they haven't logged into the platform yet, they might only be seeing the personal message that you sent rather than your profile. So it's really important to send a personal message, and this will encourage that person to either accept or decline, depending on whether they think it's suitable to meet you. When you press send, as I've mentioned, this will send an email request to them, and it will also then sit in your schedule here. and you will be able to see the status of the meeting, so whether it's been accepted or declined or it's still pending. Any responses, you'll get an email notification as well as a change in here. I will also then be able to see the change happen straight away. And you can see this meeting is one that someone has sent to me. I can decline, reschedule, message the organizer of the meeting, or accept it. Now, you all know how in-person meetings works. You'll be able to see the time, the location for it, and you'll go meet that person. For virtual meetings, it's really simple to hold on this platform. This virtual meeting room button will be open 5 minutes before the meeting starts. You don't need to send any video conference links with your meeting requests. It will all be done automatically by the platform, and you'll be able to hold this meeting directly here embedded within the screen. If you're using a mobile app, you'll also be able to open, the mobile version of this, you'll also be able to open the meeting room on your phone. Again, no additional software is needed for that. You'll just need to make sure that your permissions are set to show your microphone and camera, the same as what you've done today when you joined this meeting. You'll also receive reminders for any meetings in your calendar 10 minutes before they start. Do make sure for any scheduled meetings that you have that you attend them. You don't want to let the other person down. And you can filter through on the schedule by scheduled meetings, pending meetings, awaiting response, or declined. The last call to action you have in your recommended view or on any profiles across the platform is skip. If I skip a profile, it means that I'm not really interested in connecting with this person. I'm not interested in meeting with them. Don't worry, it's completely anonymous. They won't know that you've skipped them. They'll go into your skip list here. And at any point, you can unskip them if you want to, you change your mind or you made a mistake. The great thing is, though, we don't discourage people from skipping on this platform. It really helps our AI learn about the type of profiles who you are more likely going to be interested in as well, because it learns from your behavior and all the actions you take. So we do recommend going through this list, and over the next course of the week, go through. Lots of profiles will be updated with more information. So you'll want to keep an eye on who is there. You'll really be able to get a feel for who is going to be attending the event, and you'll be able to plan out some meetings before you arrive, which is great to put in your schedule. Something else with these meeting requests that are sent through, you'll be able to add these to your personal calendar. And this means that if you don't have time to log into the platform during the actual event days, you'll be able to check your personal calendar and see what you've already got scheduled in. Any questions at all on the networking aspect of the event?
None on my side.
Cool. So last areas on here, we've got interested in you. Any profiles, anyone who's shown interest in you will be shown up in here. You will also have an additional action on anyone that's seen in here, which means you will be able to chat with them. That means at any point you can open up a chat message, send that to them, and they will be able to respond back. Again, that always comes through as an email notification as well, so you won't miss any messages that are sent to you. Your connections, once you've formed a connection with someone, either via a mutual interest in each other or you've got a confirmed meeting, they will show in here, and that will be a list of everyone who you've connected with at the event. You'll also see them in this connections bar on the right-hand side. And again, my interest list, this just means anyone who I've shown interest in that hasn't taken an action back on me will sit in here so I can keep track of it. We'll move on to the event agenda. So here's where you'll be able to see all of the sessions that are going to be happening at the event. You might again want to plan out your day and make sure you've got everything added to your schedule in advance. You'll be able to filter through by date if you want to. And once you've found the sessions that you're interested in, you can add them to your schedule within the event. And you can also send them to your personal calendar as well. And this will just send an email that will confirm that you're attending. Some of these will have more information added to them across the next week. So again, keep looking back to see of any changes that are made. You'll also be able to have a look through some of the lists of users that are attending the event. So you can see here, if you haven't already done so, check out some of the other exhibitors' profiles to see exactly what they look like and what they have included in here. Lastly, you have a link through to the website if you want to keep up to date with any new releases that are on here. And this will take you through to an outside website. Now that we've had a general navigation across the platform, we'll take you through to the Teams portal. So this is a more collaborative way of working between you and your team members who are also attending the event. When you first log in, as I said, the first person from your company who logs in that's registered for the event will set this team up just by providing the name of the team, and that's usually just your company name. When you first log in, you'll want to go to team members, check to see if anyone has already requested to join. So another team member has logged in and requested to join. You can either accept or decline that invite. This button here, you aren't able to invite anyone else from outside of the event who hasn't registered. So this button won't allow you to invite anyone, but anyone who has registered should automatically be connected, and you'll just need to accept their invite. You can then also remove team members if you want to. And as an admin, so the first person that logs in, you'll be able to edit other team members' profiles and manage their availability if you want to. Next important area is making sure your company profile is up to date. So you can see here, I have a logo, but that's all I really have on this company profile, and I have the company name. You want to make sure you upload a cover image as well, and that will sit across the top of the profile. And make sure all of this information is completed. So again, headline similar to your personal profile, product categories provided, website, LinkedIn profile, add an embedded video URL if you have one. And there's a little article here which shows exactly how you can do this step by step. All this information will help generate more inbound leads for your company and encourage other people to view your company page. Once you've updated everything, just make sure you hit update profile, and that will save straight away to be visible. Has anyone had any questions if they've updated their company profile already that they're not sure how to do, or that they would like some more information on?
I haven't actually updated my company profile. I'm hoping to do it now after this session because I know a lot better now, obviously.
Perfect. Great. Well, if you do have any questions on this, within the Teams area, generally, if there's anything you're struggling with, you can reach out to our support who will be able to assist you as well while setting this up. But yeah, good luck with setting it all up for you. Cool.
Yeah, and to let you guys know, I think you've probably seen, but most of the company profiles at least were set up based on the information submitted for the exhibitor list in the catalogue. But obviously, if you want to change it or add the header logos and stuff in, then yeah, I advise to do so.
Okay.
So the last area under these settings is the export. So here you'll be able to export a list of any meetings you've got scheduled and also the contacts. So this is anyone that you or your team members have formed a connection with. You'll be able to export this list. Obviously, due to GDPR, we can't contain any email addresses or phone numbers in these exports unless that user has selected to share their contact details as public. However, you will be able to see a list of all those details. So we recommend once you've formed a connection with someone, if they haven't got their contact details set as public, do make sure to exchange them before the event is finished to make sure you have those contact details available. Now, onto the actual area of Teams and the functionality of it. The first area you'll always land in is the meetings calendar. And you can change this so that it's in a list view if you want to, if you prefer. And here is where all of your team members' meetings will sit together. So it won't just be your calendar, it will be your other team members as well. The great thing is if someone's requested 5 meetings with your teammate and they haven't responded yet, you can go in and accept or decline those meetings if you want to. So you can take action if someone else hasn't logged in already. You're also able to create a meeting on behalf of one of your other team members simply by clicking Create Meeting here, selecting the representative, so which other team member it's going to be, typing in the guest name, choosing the date, time and location, and sending a personal message along. And that will be acting as the representative you've chosen from this drop-down list. As I said, this will show all of the team members' meetings, so it's a great area to keep track of to make sure no one sent a team member a meeting that hasn't been responded to before the event. The next area is the inbound lead section. So this is where any interaction between you or your team members or your company page will be visible. You'll be able to see on here that currently I have no inbound leads left to review. However, you can see on here that I did have one that I've already reviewed, which was an inbound lead because someone has requested a meeting with me. I've now accepted that, so it's gone into my reviewed list. However, if someone viewed, for example, my company page, I could click, actually, let's see if I can request a meeting with them, or I can show interest and let them know, I want to connect with you. I've seen you viewed my company page. I'd love to connect and find out more information. So you can take the same actions that you saw during the networking area, and they will go into then your reviewed list. Now, each team member will have a different view of this inbound leads page on to review and reviewed, and this will depend on what actions they've taken. An inbound lead that might be irrelevant to me, it might not be a valuable one, might be valuable to another team member. So just because I skip that inbound lead, we're not going to remove that into reviewed for other team members. Everyone has the chance to review these inbound leads themselves. And you'll always be able to see on here if this person has a meeting with another team member, if they've already connected with another team member. You'll be able to see exactly why they've become an inbound lead for your company. All team members will see the same number of total leads. And again, you'll always be able to see the visible tag on here as to why they are an inbound lead. Last couple of areas, the company chat. So some of you may have already seen that on some exhibitors' pages, you're able to message the company directly. Now, this is only possible once you've logged in and created teams. So if you haven't seen this on your own company profile, or if you're wondering why it's not on all of them, it may be because they haven't created their teams yet. However, anyone that then does message the company profile, any team members will be able to respond as the company themselves. So not as a representative, but as the company. And this means if there's a visitor who sees your company page, they're not sure which representative to reach out to, they just send a company the chat message themselves. Any team member can respond and then put them in contact with the correct team member. Everyone has access and will be able to see the messages that will be sent from the company. So all team members can monitor this throughout the event and in the run up to the event as well. Last area, your contacts. So this is more just an information as an overview. You'll be able to see anyone who has become a contact for the company. You'll be able to see the name, company name, and the status. So who they have connected with or who they have a meeting with. If that contact becomes irrelevant, you can delete this, and this will also remove them from the export. So if you decide that actually this contact, I don't want to keep their details in here, you can remove them straight away. Any questions at all on the team section?
I think I wanted to find out, generally, how long after the conference or the exhibition would this platform stay up?
Perfect, great question. So this will be open for 30 days after the event has finished.
Right.
So you'll have a while to go in and make sure any contacts have been added to you. You'll also still be able to network in the sense you can still show interest. You can still chat with people. You just won't be able to hold any meetings after the event days on this platform.
Fair enough.
But you'll be able to go in and chat with people. So if you want to then take it offline and meet somewhere else, you're absolutely welcome to.
And the plan for registration this year will be, so it's all fully online, so it's all live. So everybody that's registering at the front will then be automatically uploaded to the platform to reach out to in real time. So that's what we're looking for.
It's good to know. Thank you.
Any last questions at all?
Looks like everybody's happy.
Oh, perfect. Well, this recording will be available to view afterwards if there's anything that you then log in and aren't sure on how to do. And obviously this will be available throughout the event to refer back to if you have any questions. But hopefully this has been really helpful today, and I wish you all the best for the event.
Thank you very much for this.
Great, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Right, thanks team. Jamie, I will send this to you afterwards so you have access to share with everyone.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Eddie. Have a
Thank
good afternoon, all.
Bye.
Cheers.